guys, I am MeSoCrazy, welcome back to the channel, and today for you I have a World of Tanks gameplay for you, featuring Bilbo Swaggers and his platoon mate, the Destroyer 01. Bilbo Swaggers here today is driving the WZ-132 Tier 8 Chinese light tank. Meanwhile, the Defender 01 is in his Defender. Sorry, the Destroyer 01 is in his Defender. DD. I do apologise for that, what can I say? Anyway, in here we see Bilbo Swaggers here. He's going to take a very aggressive spotting position. Comes up to his favourite bush, hunkers down, pours himself a cuppa and waits for the victims. Take a look around, you can quickly see that the heavies are heading towards the town as they usually do, and up towards E1 you have a lone T-54 going up to defend E. Meanwhile, not quite sure what that T-54 in the middle of the map's doing. He doesn't really appear to be doing a lot, just like, well, YOLOing would be the word I'd use. Spots up, Leopard PTA, a Grill 15 and an RU-251 just showed up. Bilbo decides to shoot at the Grill 15. Does 238 damage to him, no worries, doesn't get spotted, so sits there and waits for more spots. WZ-11114 shows up, Bilbo aims, shoots, bounces off the front. Spotted in the process, decides to back up, make sure he doesn't get spotted, knocks down a couple of trees as well, looks as if he's moving off to fall the artillery, turns back around once he's sure he's not spotted, and ends up back where he started, right in his favourite little bush. Spots the Grill 15 again, and the RU-251 is spotted. He aims at the 251, does 267 damage to him. Nice. Just rocks back and forth here just to make sure he's not going to get spotted. Aiming. Thinks better of it, comes back down, the 251 shows his head again, he comes up, sees if he can make a spot. Can't quite get him. Doesn't really want to go too far forward here, in case he does get spotted. He's aiming up, he can't quite get spots, can't quite get a shot either. So he decides to back up, and he goes the long way round. Now as he comes up here, I'm not sure what the IS-3 was doing. I'm assuming he's lost. I mean, seriously, IS-3, the battle's down in the town. Your gun's needed down there. You'd be a lot more effective, that's for sure. Anyway, off he goes. Bilbo Swaggers keeps going. His platoon mate, the Destroyer 01, has just been felled by a KV-4. And in return, one of the Death Stars on the team nukes the KV-4. Bilbo thought about going up north, but he thinks better of it, realising there's probably no tanks up there anyway, otherwise the T-54 would have been dead by now. It's on the opposite side of the river. So he makes his way down and across. How he doesn't get spotted here though is really surprising, considering it's flat open terrain and that Leopard PTA had a clear line of sight to him. Yet he doesn't get spotted. The camo on this tank has to be something astronomically good, and he's got to have crew trained in camo as well. For that I don't blame him. This next part here is actually really amazing, that he's actually able to get this close to the enemy cap within the first 4 minutes of the game, spots an AMX 5100 camping bush, takes some damage off of the AMX and gets away scot-free. Now he's going to line up on the Leopard PTA. Now the gun depression in these Chinese tanks isn't the best. You can see he just hasn't got the depression for it. Snaps the shot off, hoping to hit, goes short, lands short, into the ground it goes. Now he's trying to get a bit high, he thinks about the AMX 5100, thinks better of it, does a U-turn, comes back round, and I believe he's going to aim up on the Leopard again if he gets the opportunity. Yes he is, he goes for the aim up, he's aiming to try and get it, just a fraction too late, and the Type 4 Heavy finishes the kill on the Leopard. Now Bilbo Swaggers here, trying to get a spot into the cap, realises there's another tank in there. The Panther 88 spots Bilbo in the nick of time. That's going to cost the Panther 88 though. That Panther 88 in the space of a minute is going to lose close to 3/4 of his health. He's already been spotted for about 10 seconds and he's already at half health. Here you can see the Panther 88 scrambling to get behind some hard cover. Spots Bilbo in the process. Now Bilbo's just going to try and get a spot on him again, just to keep him well lit up for the artillery. Bilbo takes a shot, donks it into the ground just in front of him. No worries. Now that Panther 88 is stupid enough to rock forwards. Bilbo, however, doesn't quite have the shot. That Panther 88 just wants to sit just behind cover to make sure. So what Bilbo does, he shoots the cover away, hoping that the Panther 88 will actually rock forward again to get a clear line of sight into those in the town. He does. The tree falls down, the Panther 88 slowly nudges forward, and Bilbo picks up his first kill of the game. He's already done 800 damage of his own on top of the 1662 spotting damage. Now, Bilbo had the opportunity to cap there, but he thought better of it. He needs to go into the town, or attempt to go into the town, and help out that IS-3 that has actually managed to find where the city is. However, that IS-3 was a bit late to the party, and he's dead for his troubles. Now you've got a Centurion 7-1, a Defender, the T-110E3, the Lurva. Bilbo shoots at the Lurva, flat side of the tank, kills the Lurva. There's his second kill. He's been spotted. The Centurion 7-1 takes a shot, misses, spins around just in time to see the AMX 5100 aim up on him, take 245 health off him. Meanwhile, the Centurion 7-1 is coming back with a vengeance. He's coming back. Bilbo aims, preempting the shot, shoots, probably takes his track off, but through his troubles, he takes 349 damage. The artillery does land a nice shot on the Centurion though. Stuns him for a bit. The Centurion immediately uses a medkit, try and get himself back up. Meanwhile, that's the problem with the French artillery. Every 5 seconds he'll fire at you. The Centurion is stunned yet again. We're expecting another shell coming through any moment now. There it is, drops him down to 160. He's now a single shot. Bilbo aims up, can't quite get the gun down the depression, once again failing him, rocks the tank for a side, slams it into the side, barely misses the shot from the Defender, and picks up his third kill. Now that just leaves the Defender, the Grill 15, the T-110E3 on the opposing team. On Bilbo's team there's Bilbo himself and the WZ-132, an AMX Reveille, an M4 Reveille, and a Backshat 155-58 artillery. Now Bilbo's going to do something here that people will frown at and say that's bad sportsmanship, but he's going to use the M4 as bait. He's going to go the long way round, draw the tanks in on the M4, and come up behind him. Now this cops him the attention of that dead IS-3 who decided to camp at the early onset and let the rest of his team die in the town. Then realised he's needed in the town, and well, it didn't exactly work. He's now telling Bilbo here to spot. Meanwhile, the M4 is doing his level best to hold off 3 tanks, and once again the IS-3 puts his foot in it. He then proceeds to tell Bilbo Swaggers to kill himself. That IS-3 must be really salty. At the end of the day, who wouldn't be with a repair bill of the IS-3 when you've done no damage, no kills, and well, was useless. Bilbo here thinks about running forwards, realises it's safe, carries on going forwards. Meanwhile, the M4 managed to get rid of the Grill. A big kill there, a much needed kill as well. That just leaves the T-110E3 and the Defender on the enemy team. Unfortunately, that shot probably cost the M4 his life. As Bilbo slowly comes over the hill, the defender finishes off the M4A1. Bilbo crests the hill, doesn't get spotted doing it, and this here coming up is textbook teamwork. Bilbo uses his spotting range to his advantage, and for the backshot to splash. Round he comes, spots the defender right there, allowing the artillery to land a nice shot on him. 326 damage, leaving the defender on 10 health. Bilbo once again comes forward, reacquires the defender, also spots the T110E3, kills the defender. Thank you very much, artillery. Spots the T110E3, chucks a cheeky shot into the side of him. Realizes he loses contact. He's going to aim up where he thinks the defender will end up going. Shoots. Does he hit the defender? It appears he did. And once again, the IS-3 is telling Bilbo Swaggers how to play a light tank. It's clear that he doesn't need the help in playing a light tank. Once again, he's keeping the T110E3 spotted, just enough that the backshot can splash him and do some damage himself. To be fair, that backshot player has done wonders for this game. He's on 2 kills himself. He's helped out Bilbo like it's nobody's business. He's helped defend the town. Bilbo here just aiming up on that T110E3. That T110 actually, I believe he's got 6th sense, seeing as he's actually aiming at where Bilbo should be. Worst case scenario is he snaps a shot off and hits Bilbo. Bilbo should be a one-shot kill if he can manage it. Artillery is still aiming shots at him. He just took another 400 off with 2 shells and keeps him done with that splash stun mechanic. 3rd shell comes in, hits one of the barns, not quite enough, and the backshot is on a 43-second reload. Bilbo meanwhile keeps the T110E3 spotted, just keeping him spotted there, racking up the XP for keeping the tank spotted. He just wants to make sure that he's facing the right way for when the opportune moment comes. Bilbo realises about this moment that there's only going to be about 2 minutes left in this game, and he should probably do something about it. Meanwhile, this game looks like it's pretty much in the bag. All that T110E3 has to do is sit at his cap, hide behind a building, point the opposite way of the building, and hope that the artillery hasn't moved. And here we have the 2-minute warning. The artillery has reloaded. He hits the T110E3 for, I think that was 130 damage. Bilbo uses what is a textbook use of hills and terrain to block sight to the T110E3 to mask his approach. The artillery hits the T110E3 again, dropping him down to perilously low health. Bilbo here uses the Rex of the GWE100, the AMX 5100, and his friendly T28 prototype to come round. T110E3 ain't facing the right way, shoots flat into the side of the tank, picking up his 4th kill. Now, 4 kills, brilliant, no worries. He also did 3,339 spotting damage on top of his 1,821 damage he racked up by himself. That there is a brilliant textbook game, and that is how you play light tanks. Anyway guys, I am Me So Crazy. I hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you very much. You've been a pleasure. Take care.